Hi, my darlings. I'm Sophie Darling, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Sophie. I have a doctorate in literature, which means I get way too emotionally invested in the shows that I'm watching. So if you're looking for a reactor that likes to talk about symbolism, themes, and character development, then you're definitely in the right place. So why don't you hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video? Today, we're reacting to episode 5 of Chainsaw Man. We might actually now see Denji fulfill his dream of copping a feel and touching boobs, but I have a feeling it's not going to go the way that he wants it to go. Poor Denji has been expiring for this, but I think he's almost going to be let down by it because there's no like emotional connection there. It's not the same as having a girlfriend, and part of his dream is having a girlfriend, is having that love, and Power is not reciprocating that with Denji. It's merely repaying the deal that they made and saving Miaoi's life and her life twice. So it's just a means to an end to Power, and I think that in itself is going to make Denji kind of feel like the experience is hollow. It's not really what he wants, that maybe what he wants goes beyond that. Yes, he wants to touch boobs. I think what he really wants at the heart of it all is a girlfriend. He wants someone to actually have a connection with. Power has now moved in with Aki and Denji, and Miaoi is there too. So poor Aki is stuck with two degenerates now in his apartment. So his quiet, peaceful mornings are probably a thing of the past, but it's going to be nice to see this little unit begin to bond and grow more connected, especially now that Aki seems to be a lot more flexible in his opinion regarding devils. He's becoming a bit more attuned to the idea that devils may be more than what he gave them credit for, that they might be capable of actually forming attachments and caring about humanity versus being these monsters he believed them to be, which makes sense considering his background that he would believe them to be monsters. But you get what I mean. He's learning as well from spending time with Power and Denji, much in the same way that Denji and Power are learning from Aki, but it's just going to be such a chaotic dynamic, and I imagine Aki's going to resent Makima letting the two of them stay with him, and it's all because she trusts him, but Makima is very manipulative. It feels like she's manipulating Aki, and she's probably still going to end up manipulating Denji. She's using Denji's fascination with women and this want for a girlfriend against him. And she's kind of doing the same with Aki, where she's like, I gave them to you because you're the only one I can trust with this. And he had that like blush on his face. So she very much is manipulating those around her by telling them what they want to hear and knowing that they seek her approval and giving it only in small doses, enough so that they're hooked and that she can use them how she wants. I don't know how I feel about Makima still. I don't like this manipulation of people's feelings and emotions and doing it for your own motives. I feel like the deception is what kind of irks me about Makima and why I can't really find myself vibing with her. I think it's because I just feel icky when she does it and uncomfortable. And I just can't quite shake that feeling I have about her, especially because when Denji was saying, what type of guy are you into? And she's like, I'm into the Denji type. And I'm like, girl, ugh, stop. Like, you know he likes you. You know he's fascinated by women. You know that he's a horny teenage boy, and you're just using that for your own means. And the way that she referred to him as a dog, like poor Denji has gone from serving one guy because of his dad's debt and being chained to him and used as a dog, to now being a dog to Makima, and Makima to holding little treats over his head in the hope of getting Denji to do her bidding. I can't quite like Makima. I like Power, I like Aki, and I like Denji, but I don't like Makima and her manipulative way. She just gives me really icky vibes. She really does. There's just something about her that I just don't like. Every time I see her, I'm like interrogating her actions and her words because I'm like, there's something off about you. And I don't know what it is, but I get really uncomfortable vibes. And that's why I'm kind of not enjoying Makima. I think as a character and how she's written, really good, serves a great purpose in terms of the narrative. But on a personal level, I'm not a Makima fan. But without further ado, we're going to get into episode 5. Oh, he's sweating, poor boy. He's like, oh god, it's a reality. Does it actually feel good, or is she just saying what she thinks Denji wants to hear?
これは
胸パッドじゃな。つけると胸が大きくなる不思議アイテムじゃ。
It's like I didn't actually get to touch them. Not properly. You've crushed his dream.
はい、あと一揉み。
The reality isn't living up to his fascination.
どうじゃ、あんばいよかったじゃろ。
No. He looks really kind of disappointed.
いろいろ言いたいことはあるけど。
必要ないんじゃが、マキマからは逃げられんからな。
Huh?
マヌラの仕事手伝ってやるわ。改めてよろしくな。
The pleasure is all yours. Oh, she's a legend, but he just looks really sort of disheartened. Like, there's not more to it than that. I think he's built it so much up in his head, he expected it to be like this magical thing, and it's not. It's not how he made it out to be.
おかわり欲しいの。食うならよこせ。
お前
Ah!
今日はどこに悪魔を殺しに行くんじゃ。
Denji!
おい、チョップ。
Chop.
これが建設物損壊の始末書で、これはこことここにハンコ。
Denji! He is not himself.
デンジ君、何か悩みでもあるの？
俺はずっと追いかけていたもんをやっと掴んだんです。
Wasn't how he
でも
dreamed
い
it
ざ
would
掴んでみ
be.
るとそんなもんは俺が思っていたより大したことなくて、これから俺がまた何か違うものを
Oh,
追い
will
か
it
け
be
て
the
掴んだ時
same?
も追いかけてた頃の方が幸せだったって思うんじゃねえのか。
Oh, so he was excited about the chase rather than the actual reality of achieving it.
デンジ君は何の話をしているの？
Is he gonna tell her?
初めて胸を揉んでみたら大したことなかったって話です。
Oh, Makima, don't manipulate him.
デンジ君、
Oh
エッチなことは
no.
ね、相手のことを理解すればするほど気持ちよくなれると私は思うんだ。
I don't think she's into Denji. It just feels manipulative.
最初は手をじっくり観察してみて。
It's because there's no connection with power. It's just boobs, whereas when you actually like the person, there's more emotion to it.
耳の形は？
Makima, what are you playing at? I just...
指を噛まれたことはある？
Makima, what the fuck are you doing?
デンジ君の目が見えなくなっても、私の噛む力で私だってわかるくらいに
I
覚えて。
don't get what she's doing. Like, she's not into him. This is just manipulative. Okay. Aki's not going to be happy when he learns that this happened. What's her end game? Because she's doing this for a reason. She's toying with him for a purpose.
お願いがあるんだけど。
There we go. This is abusive. This is not
はい。
nice at all. What the fuck, Makima? Poor Denji. She is just
銃の
using
悪魔
him.
を倒してほしいの。
Oh,
銃
Makima,
の悪魔。
get in the bin. You foul
13年
human.
前、米国に出現して、 今もどこにいるかわからない。私ね、デンジ君なら殺せると思うんだ。
This is why I don't like her. She's just using him for
もしも
her
デンジ
own
君が銃の悪
aims.
魔を殺せたら、私が君の願い事、
Ah,
何でも一つ叶えてあげる。
デンジ君が銃の悪魔を殺せたら、
You're
マキマさん
Denji.
が俺の願い事、何でも一つ叶えてあげる。
She's just toying with him.
デンジ君が銃の悪魔を殺したら、マキマさんが願い事何でも一つ叶えてあげるっつうことですか？
Poor Denji. I think she would hold up her end of the deal, but
悪魔対策に世界中が銃で儲けようとしてた時期に、
no
銃を
wonder it
使
was
った
in
事件や
America.
内戦が増えたんだ。銃が前よりも怖がられるようになったあたりかな。
Gives it more
アメリ
power.
カで銃を使った大きなテロが起こったの。その日に銃の悪魔が現れた。
Makima irks me because again, it is very much just using him for her own aims.
外でキャッチボールしてよ。
太陽の具合が良くないんだ。一人でできる遊びをしなさい。
太陽が元気な時なんてないじゃん。
お兄ちゃんなんだから我慢して一人で遊びなさい。
僕、お兄ちゃんと遊びたい。
Imagine favoring one child over another. Being like, oh, you're the big brother, go play by yourself while we dote on your little brother. Like, it's not fair.
ついてくんなよ。ついてくんなよ。俺は一人で遊べるんだ。
Oh, but
バカ、やめろって言ってるだろ。
he's enjoying it.
冷て。
お前が風邪ひくと俺が怒られんだよ。キャッチボールなら手冷たくならないだろ。家からグローブ取ってこい。
Calmness of this scene is going to be completely disrupted. This is Aki's backstory. Yeah, when his family were killed.
だいたい5分弱で120万人を殺した後、
He sent his little brother back
その
inside.
後、悪魔そのものに対する恐怖が高まって、すべての悪魔が以前よりも力が強くなったの。デンジ君なら倒せると思う？
俺がすっげえドカンと頑張れば
He could give it a
大
good
丈
go.
夫でしょ。
移動速度が速すぎて体が少し焦げ落ちたみたい。この肉片を食べると銃の悪魔
So
の
that's what
力
they
で
meant by there
ど
was
んな悪魔
no
でも力を増す。
gun in the Leech Devil.
銃の悪魔はとっても
Or the
強
Bat
い
Devil?
悪魔だからね。
They
こ
were
の肉
looking
片
for
がある程度
pieces.
の大きさになれば元の体の場所に戻ろうとするみたい。だからこの肉片をもっと大きくすれば銃の悪魔にたどり着く。
やっぱり銃野郎の肉片食べてたか。雑魚悪魔にしちゃ強かったからな。食べたのか食べさせたのか。
What, like a trap? Like he's baiting them to find him?
その先に奴がいる。
Oh, poor Aki. It's personal.
公安に悪魔の駆除要請。ホテル内部で悪魔の目撃。おそらく銃の悪魔の肉片を食べている悪魔です。公安大麻得意4課6人を出動させます。
If they can't do it, no one can.
銃の肉片を食べた悪魔がいる。
銃の悪魔本人がいるんじゃねえの？
肉片が
Imagine.
大きいほど強く引き寄せられる。この程度じゃ違う。
Imagine.
そうなんだ。
いいのそれ。わしによこせ。
お前ら、警護はどうした
は？なんの得もねえのに誰がてめえに敬語使うかよ。
Is he training them
Aqua
with gum?
先輩。
よし。
やり
Like pets with treats. Like, I'll give you gum if you behave.
片方は魔人で、もう片方はチンピラ。自分は信用できません。
He
こい
trusts
つらに背
them.
中は任せない。
Oh, okay,
悪魔
maybe
駆除に
not
は
then.
基本この二人を先行させる。逃げたり悪魔に寝返った場合は俺たちが殺す。
Oh, so they go in front.
こいつめっちゃキレてんじゃん。朝のあれのせいだな。
あのいたずらはさすがにまずかったな。
あれはいたずらレベルじゃねえ。殺すぞ。
What did they do? What happened?
今回の悪魔を倒した人にはなんと私がほっぺにキスしてあげまーす。
Oh, that's it.
ご褒美あった方がやる気出るでしょねえ。
I mean, that's exactly why Makima is doing it with Denji. To motivate him.
キス
It's
は俺もいいや。
manipulation, but
大
it's
丈夫。やる気はあっから。
to make him want to
俺は初
achieve.
めての銃は誰にするか決めてんだ。銃の悪魔をぶっ殺すまでキスはしねえ。
はあ
Makima.
それに俺は大切なことを教わった。エッチなことは理解し合った人間同士でするから気持ちがいいんだ。名前も知らねえあんたの唇には興味ないね。
He's learning.
じゃあデンジ君が悪魔を倒したらベロを入れたキスしてあげる。
Hey, what?
おい。
Okay, he's so motivated now. He's like, let's go.
止まれ。
男の子からかうのが一番面白いや。
Just like, that's so easy. Makima is the same way. They're very manipulative. Because he talked about how he liked the chase more than the reality. So Makima's like, if I manipulate him,
ほっぺのキスは俺がもらう。
then he'll be motivated to chase this goal.
新井くんは実力不足だけどやる気は十分って感じ。小紅ちゃん
I
は
was like,
人
do
見
it.
事案だけどかなり動けるかな。アキくんはこの新人4人生き残れると思う？
こいつは強いなと思ったやつもそうでないやつも1年あれば死ぬか民間に行きます。
He's like, you're not doing it. I'll take the kiss on the cheek.
姫野、お前の新しいバディだ。ブレーダーが少しは使えるようにすると。
He's rude, but I trained him to be of some use. So they've been partners for a very long time.
よろしく。
That's why she doesn't want him to die.
私のバディ、君で6人目。
Sick.
全員死んでるの。使えない雑魚だから全員死んだ。
So you need to not be useless.
アキくんは死なないでね。
Oh,
お前が持ってた肉片本当に信用できんのか？
does that meat chunk of yours even work? What the actual fuck is that? No, I hate it.
捕まえた。
I actually hate the way that it moved.
悪魔め、わしにビビって浮きよったわ。
違う違う、私の力。
なんじゃ？
私は幽霊の悪魔と契約してるの。私の右目を食べさせた代わりにゴーストの右手を使えるってわけ。
Oh, interesting.
どうアキくん、銃野郎の肉片はある？
強い反応はなし。こいつじゃ
So
ないで
there's
す。
more residing here.
じゃあ上の階に行くか。
Was that like a decoy?
じゃあわしがこいつを殺すと言ったらどうする？
武器を引っ込めな。悪いことしたらいつでも首を絞め殺せるぞ。
That's insane.
めんどくさいから仲良くやろうよ。
Denji! Denji's taking delight after he nearly got his
お
ass
前
kicked.
たち
So
まだ悪魔が潜んでるんだぞ。もう少し静かに。
are they just going in circles?
俺たち今8階から9階へ行く階段を登りましたよね。
見間違いじゃねえな。
違う。
No.
何かがおかしい。確認してくれ。
They're being manipulated.
あれ
Whoa!
新井君、今、階段降りていったよね。
What the fuck? It's like a mirror house. It's crazy. I'm going up the steps and then it's like subtly moving down to replicate this cycle that they're going in is pretty damn cool. Makima holding Denji in this chainsaw form. I really like the art style of this one. It's quite trippy and psychedelic, but also there's a lot of like references to Renaissance art, almost like it's a museum exhibition. Very psychedelic. But it was also the image of the guns in the background. It was like the transition was the guns, but the duality almost of Mikima. This one side of her is like light and sunshine. This other side of her is like darker, manipulative, like puppet master, like angel and devil, essentially. Mikima has weird eyes in that Mikima's eyes almost look like powers. And it's something I've noticed in the last episode, but didn't bring up. And I don't know if it's just a design choice or if there's more to Mikima than meets the eye. But yeah, Mikima frustrates me because it very much is only manipulating Denji in order to get what she wants from Denji. It's not because she cares about Denji. It's not because there's a connection. She's leading this poor boy on, making him think that there's more to it. And there's not. It is solely because she wants to weaponize him against the Gun Devil, that she thinks Denji will stand a chance. And she's willing to pay a small price of doing whatever Denji wants from her in order to achieve this successful mission of getting rid of one of the most powerful devils. Mikima annoys me. She's almost like playing games, and I think that's why I don't vibe with her, because Denji is just trying to live his life, trying to have this dream, and she's there making him think that there's more to it than there is. It's almost as if he's not quite free of the life he previously led. He's being manipulated by someone else. Instead of this old man manipulating him to pay off his father's debt, it's now a young woman who is using Denji's attraction to her as a leash, as a way of keeping him obedient to what she wants. And it feels like abuse in another form, and that's why I kind of don't like Mikima, and I don't like the way that she acts with Denji. I feel like poor Denji is just becoming a victim in Mikima's schemes, and at some points it just is very uncomfortable. Denji didn't seem as if he wasn't receptive to the touch, but she kind of just springs it on him out of nowhere, and then when she gets him where she wants him, she instantly starts then coercing Denji to agree to fight this gun devil. Because that's the whole point. She knows now that Denji likes the chase. Denji needs motivation. But instead of trying to find another way of doing it, she's like, okay, let me weaponize his like of me in order to get him to agree to this dangerous mission, but also to give him motivation. So I can see it from the one perspective of Mikima is trying to motivate him when he's feeling quite dejected because he finally achieved his goal of touching boobs, but because there was no emotional connection with power, it didn't feel right, or it didn't feel the way that he had built it up to in his mind. Because again, part of his dream isn't just to be intimate with women. It is to have a girlfriend. It's to have emotional connection and a relationship with someone. So when you don't have that, then of course it's not going to live up to your expectations. It's going to fall short of them, which is what Denji is experiencing here. He doesn't like power in that way, so because he doesn't like her, touching her boobs doesn't really mean anything. And also it kind of ruins the mood when she's like, you've 2 more squeezes left, and she's very much dictating the terms. Of course, it was part of their deal, but it's not how Denji dreamed it would be. And the chase of it was more thrilling than the actual reality. But the reality is that if it's someone that he has a connection with, a relationship with, then of course it's going to be a lot more fulfilling than what he experienced. And Makima knows that, and Makima's using that, but she's weaponizing it against Denji. And that's what irks me. That's what I can't stand, because Denji just becomes another pawn for her to weaponize. She's using sexuality and intimacy as a way to manipulate him, and it feels almost abusive. It feels as if Denji is not any closer to living the dream that he wanted if he's becoming the puppet of someone else that weaponizes sex as a way to put him in dangerous situations. But again, it does tie back to this idea of potentially him having sexual trauma in his past, because hypersexuality is a way of regaining control, of rewriting previous bad experiences with new ones. But the issue that crops up with hypersexuality is that it doesn't solve the underlying issue. It doesn't address the trauma, especially if when you do be intimate with someone, the same feelings you had that are rooted in your trauma come back up again. It's not productive. It just re-traumatizes you. And I think that's kind of how Denji was feeling. If Denji has had previous experiences where there has been that traumatic element to it because he was too young to fully fathom what was happening to him, to then mimic that intimacy with yet another person that isn't really receptive or there's no connection there, isn't going to be beneficial to him, which is why he kind of pulls away and is dejected and is like, what the fuck? This isn't what I wanted. But yeah, I'm not vibing with Makima. I'm really not. I'm hoping there's an episode that kind of makes me go, okay, yeah, Makima's not as bad as I think she is. But at the minute, I'm very sort of anti-Makima. Like, which is weird because I like every other character bar Makima at this point. I think Makima just rubs me the wrong way. Just the way she acts with Denji and her manipulation of him just feels like an abusive relationship, that she's only using Denji insofar as he's beneficial to her, but the minute she no longer has a need for him, she would probably discard him. So I think that's why I'm very sort of iffy with her, and I've got like icky vibes. There's just there's something about her that I just don't like. We got a bit more of Aki's backstory, how he met his partner and how they have been connected since they were young, but also how Aki lost his parents and his younger brother, that they'd gone out to play. He told his brother to come with him and then was very like dismissive, but then began to enjoy spending time with him and then sent him back to go and get the mitt, and yeah, lost his parents and his younger brother. And he probably carries so much guilt for sending his brother back to the house. He probably blames himself. Like, if I hadn't have sent him into the house again, then yeah, we would have lost our parents, but I would have still had someone from my family left, rather than the fact that if he hadn't have sent him, his brother would have still been alive. So yeah, he probably carries the weight of that on his shoulders, because he did send him back into the house, but he could never have predicted what was going to happen. That was just insanity. There was no way that he could have known and prevented it. So poor Aki, but at the same time, he was so young when it happened that it makes sense that he would sort of carry that anger and resentment with him. But with this now being personal in targeting the Gun Devil, because the Gun Devil killed his family, it's going to be interesting to see if this will bond him and Denji further, because they're both going to make this like their priority. Though Aki's not going to really vibe with the fact that Denji is only doing this because Makima has promised that she will make his dream come true. But again, I think that's because Makima also manipulates Aki. She knows that Aki likes her, so she manipulates him in the same way. And I don't like it. I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable, and it just feels very sort of abusive, like an abuse of your power to weaponize somebody's feelings for you to get what you want from the situation. And that's why I kind of don't like her. I'm just wondering if there is going to be a moment where I'm like, okay, that kind of all makes sense. But as of right now, I'm probably Makima's #1 hater. That's fine. I'm probably gonna get crucified for this, but I don't like her. I don't. She makes me uncomfortable. I think she's abusing her position. She's abusing Denji and Aki's feelings for her to get what she wants from them. And I just don't think it's appropriate. I don't think it's a laughing matter. And that's why I kind of can't overlook it. It just makes me uncomfortable. But this hotel is so weird. He goes downstairs to check the room number, but when they see him, he thinks he's coming out onto the landing of where he went downstairs, but he's actually upstairs. It's almost as if it's like a mirror image, like it's reversed. As soon as I saw that blood, I was like, they've been there before. It's like they're going around in a circle. They're not actually finding the location. It's almost like a house of mirrors at a fun fair. You can't really make your way through because the reflection tricks your perception. So that little demon devil thing that was walking isn't the one that they're looking for because it didn't have any gun pieces in it. There is definitely still one here who is able to manipulate how they perceive the building, which is very scary, but also makes sense as to how they were able to overcome, I believe it was 7 people that have already been sent to exterminate, because it's able to kind of deceive their perception. But her ability to use a ghost hand is insane, because nobody could see that ghost hand when it was holding power by the throat. We could see it from the girl's perception. I can't remember her name for the life of me. But when you see from like Denji and Aki's perception, there's no hand, there's nothing. She's trying to grab at it and she's not able to grip it because it's a ghost. It's not technically a tangible thing in this world. So she's like, oh shit, I fucked up. I'm gonna have to listen now. But it's really interesting to see how they're able to make deals with these devils to utilize their abilities and their power, insofar as it benefits their eradication of other devils in this world. But what will be interesting to see is if they will then eventually, once they start running out of devils to hunt, will they turn on the devils that they've made a contract with? Or would they form a connection with them that makes it harder to do so? I guess we will find out. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment below to help boost this video into the algorithm. And until next episode, bye!